What's up everyone, and welcome to you in this daily update on Bitcoin, public update by the way. Hope you're all doing very well. As always, normally everything should be working well, normally. Just gonna pop out the chat really quickly here. Say good morning to you all, bam bam bam, just gonna pop out this here, gonna make this a bit bigger, perfect. Very good. So yeah, today we're going to update Bitcoin as always with my daily plan, everything with the levels, with the waves, everything. So yeah, normally, yes, everything should be working well. Yes, everything is working well. Pretty cool. Nice. So yeah, welcome to everyone here. Welcome to everyone. Just gonna make this live chat here, not top chat. Perfect. And we're good. So I'm just going to say that we are starting on Twitter too. Bam. I'm gonna tweet this. And by the way, if you want to go on Twitter to see what are the news clearly of MOONCHARTS, really, just go and check this out. Yeah, just go and check this out. You'll get all the information there. So. Alright, so let's go on this. Oh, by the way, let me just go here because maybe let me just do something really quickly, you know, to log in on PRIMEXBT, and maybe if we have some trade to take, we can take some trade there. Alright, let me just do this really quickly here. Where it is. Alright, and this. Good. Oh. Not working. Gonna do it again. Ah. Good. Alright, nice. Finally. So pretty cool. So yeah, we're good with this. Nice. Gonna just close all of this here. Bam. Alright, nice. So okay, we're good. Hello everyone. Hello and welcome to you here. We'll just log into PRIMEXBT. So if there are some trades to take, that's a demo account, so we can take some trades. Alright, so today we'll have some few new levels here to under the chart, and we have a lot, I think, to what since the last public update, with a lot to be aware of. So anyway, the waves here, we're going to cover this on. So yeah, if you have some questions also, by the way, really do not hesitate. I'm also here to take your questions, to answer you, and yeah, to just make a discussion, if you can say. I'll just talk with you. If you have some questions, really feel free. Where are my waves here? Bearish and bullish normally here, bearish and bullish. Okay, so I'm just going to give you some few ideas of this push up here. The lower time frame, we are maybe going to check really quickly what can be the lower time frame here, to be honest, but yeah, we're going to cover this. We're going to cover everything. So yeah, let's just start with levels as I'm using to do here. So with the levels here, we'll have a naked session passing through here today. Okay, so you can get this, for example, here in the daily stuff right there. This is for VIP and apprentice. You have to go in the workspace here, import my workspace. You're going to get all this tab here with a daily here where you have all the new daily level to add. You have also the scalping here where you get a view of the order flow, and the tier chart on the right with a DOM right here on the right too. And you have the trading here where you can see also a bit more of the order flow, just a bigger view of the order flow here. And so yeah, by the way, we plan one level against here with VIPs here, one level. This was a target I was waiting for yesterday to look for a long. We did not hit that yesterday, we hit that today, so we just came back here. As you can see, we just got a front run yesterday, we got a rise. I was not looking for a long. Bam, here we got this, and that was a good long trade. Personally feel that one. Now take rate one is hit, and this is really the target to not lose here. Okay, that the two lines here are the targets to not lose. Because these are some long defending their positions. Okay, and so if we start losing this, it's not looking good for it can lose and reclaim, stay around here. But if we get acceptance below here, not the best. Okay. Anyway, yeah, we got a very clean reaction of this of the retest here, as I say to VIPs here. In the Train Money Print channel here, where I really keep the VIPs updated on everything clearly. Yeah, as I said here yesterday, we'll have some few MC long reaction on the low, but it's from no support really, so I'm just remaining patient and wanting something to be hit. So something to be hit was this target here. So we finally hit the target. That, well, I was still in my bed at this time, by the way. It was like 53. I wake up at 5:50. I was still in my bed, and so I just say, hey, if we get an MC reaction here, otherwise low turrets plan. Okay, low turrets, so to speak here. If we get acceptance below, we can look for the value low with the confluence here. So daily naked session path control. But yeah, from here we got so bad data on the first rise. When I woke up, I just turn on my computer and let the VIP knows, hey, we got bad data here. So now we have a possible retest with absorption the lows. If you go on the order flow here, you can see here we have so a low here, we'll have a high low. Okay, but if you check out the CVD here, where you can see absorption, so speaking, when you have some new market order shorts, for example, coming in, but you have some bigger limit order longs absorbing these market order shorts coming in. And so this is visible when you have some divergence. Okay, and here, for example, you have a low and a lower low here on the right. Okay, if I place my mouth here, you can see that we have a low and a lower low on the right. Here we have a low and a high low. So it means that we have absorption. The only thing we need next are good data to take the long trade here. And we've got good data here to take the long trade. That's pretty cool. Next, we'll have some buyers here. So these are buyers, you can see here, we got a retest here, so they're defending their position right here, and so that if we start doing this, it's not very good for her. If we start to hold, and if we just hold this, that's pretty cool to look for a new high, maybe swing for pan failed auction. For now, we have a bit of absorption highs here. You can see a high, higher high on the right, and here we have a high, lower high on the right. So we have a bit of absorption, but at the same time, we'll have some on the lows, low, high, low, low, and lower low here. So we'll have a bit of absorption on both sides. But we have a lot of longs here to trap, or more shorts here, to be honest. It's a bit of a 50-50 here, to be honest. But I mean, yeah, that was a good long trade. That was not a good short trade, so we'll see. But that was a good long trade here. But anyway, so yeah, really let the VIP know what they need and everything. And so yeah, as I said, like to take probably one here into the view up. The view up here is a take probably one a must, because we don't know next if we're going or not to lose these buyers here or not. So if we start doing this, it's not very good for high, but that's a very good long trade here, I feel. pretty cool. Yeah, really let you know everything. So what you need to know clear. And so yesterday, by the way, that was a short trade here. This is a video for the short trade here. For the short trade for the top. Okay, when I was taking the high here, I was doing some TA live with VIPs to really just let them know what we have to do here, what data we need, what we have to look at, what we have to look for, where we can take the short trade, everything here. And so we got exactly what we got with the process here. That was very simple. We got what we needed, and so that was a short to take in any case. And so if you feel the short here, that was the entry, and so you never got stopped out. Even with the retest yesterday, you never got stopped out that short. So you rided all of this move to the downside here. All of this move to the downside. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the entry was around the top right here. That's pretty nice. And all of this live, so you can really see what we need, everything clearly. But anyway, so I don't know if there are some chat here. There are some questions right now. No. So yeah, if you have some questions, ready, feel free. But anyway, today, so I have a new naked session here, a new daily level, a new naked session here, and a new daily naked path controls as always. Bam, the levels are here. Okay, you have the naked session here. You can see you have the VPOC here and the VPOC here. These are the two naked sessions you have here. Okay, a bit above. And you have so a daily naked path control here. Here is the line, here is naked path control, so this is a naked path control to add. We'll have no TPO today, okay, so there is nothing to add on this chart here with the TPOs. And yeah, and we are pushing hard. That's pretty cool for the long trade, not gonna lie. So yeah, these are the next resistance rates. So for example, when we reach this, we can see if we can get something good or not. If we reach the base, we're gonna set an alert here. Gonna set an alert here, and we're good. So yeah, if we manage to break all of this resistance, we can look for the value. Really, this is really a plan for day traders. For swing traders, you're really going to wait for the bigger levels to be hit. Okay, but for day traders, we have to be aware of all of this, such as for example, a naked session path control here with a path control. Okay, so yeah, if we break through here, we can look for a swing flip pound at top with a value high. But if we manage to get acceptance above, we're going to see again the TPO here with the value of the previous consolidation, so to speak. Here, if you go bam on the 1 hour, for example. You have the chart right here on the right, okay, and so here, bam, 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 if you go on the left, if you go back, if you go back, if you go back, if you go back right here. So we have all this consolidation here with all the levels to be aware. So we have the volume here, value are high, path control, value are low, in confluence with this first zone of resistance, very, very big zone of resistance. If we break this, we have this big zone of resistance here again. We have the path control, a weekly negative path control, a weekly level, a TPO, a daily negative path control here. So very, very important zone of resistance, to be honest. If we break this, naked session path control with value are high. If we break this, naked session with the daily. If we break this, daily with a naked session path control, get acceptance above, swing through pan failed auction. For now, we're going to stop here. We have the level of course above, but yeah, not gonna go too high. So now with this current price action, so we have bam, bam, right here. So yeah, that's the plan to the upside. Really, step by step, you know the resistance we have high, so you know where you have to look for shorts, and you just have to read the order flow next into these targets. Okay, that's the only thing I have to do. Really, such as here, for example, that was a very good long trade. That was a take break one. That is a target to not lose. Otherwise, we should expect that normally we have no any more buyers, or maybe we're going to print some more next. But if we lose this, it's not very good for a long trade anymore. Okay, to expect high next. So for now, we're holding this. That's pretty cool. Yeah, but anyway. So yeah, so that's the plan to the upside, okay, with the levels in this range and above the range. And if we have to go down from here, so we have first of all the naked session path control with a path control, but now this is hit, so we can still get a retest of the path control. But if we manage to break this, we can look for a swing through pound or a failed auction of the top, okay, so to speak, take the low and reclaim directly just with a wick below. And if we spend some more time, so to speak, for example, we don't do this, bam, quick move down, quick move up, we just do this, we spend some more time, and then we reclaim. That's a failed auction, not a swing third pound. So we just spend some more time and then we reclaim. If we don't do this, we can just look for the next target, so to speak, your daily level with a naked session path and trend the value at low. Okay, so really add all of these levels on your chart, really pause the stream to add all of the levels here, add all of these levels on your chart, and you will see that this can give some very, very good trades. We're going to cover the wave cap, so yes, we'll go through because these are some very, very, very big resistance. And as always, to break a big resistance, what we do, bam, big green color here to break everything, to get acceptance above. And next we just come back to flip it into support, and we just get most of the time for this kind of big zone of resistance. But we can also just continue higher. But normally at some point we should flip that to support if we have to push higher. But anyway, so to the downside here, yeah, daily with the confidence. If we break this, we can look for a swing through pound low, of course. If we don't do a swing through pound, bam, look for low TPO here. If we break the TPO, bam, we can look for the naked session path control here, break the naked session path control, have a new weekly naked path control here, so be aware of that one. With some few confidence here, you can see we can naked path control, daily naked path control, TPO here. If we break this, bam, daily level with it naked session. If we break this, bam, we can look for the swing through pound low right here with the value low and the daily level. So yeah, really add all of these levels, every single level on your chart here, pause the stream, right, everything. I mean, copy the price, add these levels in your chart with the naked session for the green levels, green lines here, daily for the blue lines, purple or pink. Yeah, but pink, by the way, not purple. We have the TPOs, day naked path control, light blue, and you have some yellow here for the weekend naked path control, value yellow here. The volume from is orange. Really copy all of these levels and add this on your chart, and you will see that this can give for the traders some very, very, very good trades. Okay, very, very good trades. So here the short trade, and here's the long trade we filled. What are the yellow dots? By the way, I'm just going to add the chart here so you can really see everything. What are the yellow dots on the charts? Some sort of SAR indicator. Notice there's a VWAP, mate. That's a VWAP. You just have to change, because I don't like, when you have the line here, when you are changing the time, so you open a new day, you're just doing this. You're doing that like this, for example, here. You're just moving a higher like this, and this is very ugly. So I just added the cross here or the dots. It's really up to you. Click the dots right here, and this gives this, and it's much better in my opinion. Much better. So you just get a gap here, and so you get less stuff on your chart. I prefer to get this a clear chart in my opinion. And if you zoom out, for example, you just have you don't have anymore the kind of line here. You have just some dots, and it's much better in my opinion to get only this. So yeah, this is just a view up. Just channel this to dots here. It's better in my opinion. No, I'm not using any indicator on my chart except the RSI, but to find my waves. Otherwise, I don't care about the indicators. Yeah. Sorry. Hey mate, welcome. Welcome to you all here. By the way, if you enjoy the content, as always, don't forget to smash that like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. This is very, very important. If you want to support and everything to this community growth, really do not hesitate to smash the likes, subscribe, turn on notifications, really support the channel if you want to, if you enjoy the content. And yeah, so I think we're good with the levels, to be honest with you. Now we just have to wait for something to be hit, really, to make a decision here if we have to take a trade. So we're good on the wave, to be honest here. Just to give you the context as always, two different configuration, bearish. Okay, so in that case we have a double X, Y, and Z here to the downside. So W sorry, X, Y, X, and Z. Okay, so now we have reached it, by the way, the minimum price we have to reach to drop here. Sorry for my voice. Oh my god, my throat hurt a lot this day when I'm doing some videos. But anyway, so W, X, Y, X, and Z. Okay, so last wave to the downside. Keep in mind that this is absolutely possible. We have some big resistance above us, so if we reject that, we can absolutely do this. So in that case, we have an ABC zigzag here. A, B, C, so 5 ways, correction, 5 ways to the upside. These are all the targets to be aware of. Okay, as always, the 618 is never ever well. I mean, it can be well to generally respected to the dollar, for example, like this. But most of the time, you're going to see something I'm going to go higher and then retrace. That's why I'm running some stats on the 618 here to see what target and what fee we can use in addition to this. I already have some idea, but don't want to make this live yet because, yeah, I want to make some stats to make sure I'm right on this. But yeah, so 618 here, we can also spend some time and then retrace. It's fine. For example, drop from here, it will be okay for the 618. Then 120 extension, 123, 1618 here. Okay, these are all the targets we have to be aware for the C wave. So at the bearish waves, if we're in this, so I say the W, X, Y, X, and Z here. So W, X, Y, X, and Z. Okay, and of course, if the first X wave breaks if the second X wave breaks the first X wave top, this double X, Y, X, and Z is not valid anymore. For example, if we do an extension here, in that case, we do not take this, but we take a simple bigger double X, Y. Okay, so bigger W, X, and Y, or bigger ABC flat as always. If we really have to make a crazy extension with a C wave here and take the high, in that case, we look for an A, B, C flat. Okay, so correction, 5 ways. It will be really crazy to do this, but yeah, everything is possible. If you have to make a crazy pump, this is absolutely possible. Anyway, so that will be the bearish plan. Okay, clearly we're going to make another wave to the downside. I mean, this is absolutely possible. Be aware of this, please. Now, the other configuration is, and what everyone wants, to be honest with you, is to be bullish, okay, because everyone bullish at some point, and so everyone wants the price to go up clear, okay. That will be so the main idea, to be honest with you. This is the most easiest case, so this is what should plays out, but as always, keep in mind that there are some more complex stuff, and if we are still to be in the bear market, we can absolutely still be in the bear market and just retrace here, make a new low, and go a lot lower here. I mean, just take this low minimum. Anyway, so the bearish plan, this is a bullish plan here. So yeah, in that case, 5 ways, correction, 5 ways. So in that case, we look for, you know, the impulsive here to the upside. I did with you with in the daily in the public update yesterday, the turrets of this impulsive here. So wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again, these are the turrets all the way 5 with a most common impulsive to the upside. That's a bit like the theory applied on the chart. Now, as always, keep in mind that on the real chart, it's a bit different. So we can absolutely go, for example, just a bit high. You're gonna high in that case a bit the wave 4 here. You're gonna high in that case all the turrets a bit. And if that for example here, the wave 3 stop here on the most common target, so to speak, the 1618. But if, for example, we do a 361 point, or I don't know, the 361 point, 42316 or whatever here, it's gonna just change all the way 5 targets. Okay, keep in mind this is just with the impulsive here with the most common targets to the upside. But if we have to do something else, we can absolutely do something else. For example, stop on the 120 extension here and retrace then like this, and do, for example, an impulsive like this, a very, very small impulsive here that looks like a bit like a leading, for example. It's also something impossible, so it can be a bit different, the real chart than the theory. Okay, but this is the most common impulsive to the upside with the most common targets respected to the dollar. Okay, so that's not something we do most of the time, but anyway. And so if you pull the extension to the third click here on the wave 4 bottom, here all the wave 5 targets, bam, wave 5 here, so 618. That is a bit less likely, that one, because that's a double top or swing through pan with it was in an impulsive to make this in a wave 5. It's a bit less probable. So if you get accepted under me, we should get acceptance high. So 120 extension, then 161 and 361 point maximum target. And if we get an extension here, bam, we don't use this fib anymore. We just use the lower time, the smaller wave here extension. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just use the extension tool here of the smaller wave to find the target and the end of this bigger wave 5. Okay. Yeah, so the plan right now, okay, so if we have to push up, now we're going to jump into the smaller wave. So be now really concentrate, because there are a lot of different configurations here we're going to talk about today. Okay, so first of all, let's remove this. What we can see here, if we check the RSI, we'll have some interesting stuff. So we can look for, first of all, a possible wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll have a divergence here, so that is something that is possible, okay, on the 2 hours, but not really on the other time frame. There is only the 2 hours that is valid here, of course above the above time frames, but this is something possible. There is another configuration for this, okay, that is we're in so that is the first real configuration for this. Okay, the second one is this. We'll have a full wave 1 here, because we can get a 5 ways here with a crazy 5 ways, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. Okay, so leading here as it can be, an ending with a smaller wave of a leading for the C wave, for the bearish plan. Okay, that will be in that case the C, the X. Because keep in mind that we reached the minimum price we have to reach to drop next. So now it's done. Let's see in the public update, all the people were checking for the X wave here and now for the drop. Normally this is not valid. Why? Because X wave have to retrace minimum 38.2. Now we have retraced, so now we're ready to go down, for example. Okay, so this is a possible configuration where in that case this is not in the bullish plan, because if you're in the bullish plan here, that will be another wave 1, 2. Okay, another wave 1, another wave 2, and 3, 4, 5 to finish that bigger wave 3. Okay, so that is a possible configuration for the bullish plan, but keep in mind that this retracement can just be a start of a drop simply to make this C, because that was a C wave top of this ABC zigzag, to make the Z wave to the downside. Okay, that's why here it's very complex to determine what is going to be the future here, and that's why I made some video here. It's 50-50 because we have to get some confirmation here. We have to confirm what is the smaller wave here of this first of all. But anyway, so yeah, that's a configuration here. It's a bit of the same for that one, because at the end we'll have a wave 5 top, so it's a drop next. Okay, so for a drop for the Z, or for a bigger wave 1, a bigger wave 2, and then a wave 3 or 5 impulsive. Okay, two different configuration for this impulsive, I mean for this move up. At the end, the result is the same. C wave top, so Z wave next for the drop. Okay, or bullish plan, bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2. Okay, to make a wave 3 or 5 impulsive next, bigger, higher. Now the other configuration of this is let me think really quickly. What is the other configuration? I added here. Yeah, a double wave 1. So that's something extremely bullish. That's why I'm not taking this mainly, but if we just do a massive rise here, you know in what we are. That's why we plan everything. Okay, we plan everything. So you know really in any case what we do next. If we retrace a lot, if we just break this low, for example, you know in what we are, because we should be in the Z wave. If you just retrace here, you know what is the target of the wave 2, more likely 61.66%. We have 73% chance to go between here. So yeah, we have more chance to go there. 73% chance, for example, here that's a wave 1, 2. Okay, that's a wave, more likely a wave 1, 2 here. It can be also an AB. And where we go between the 56.1 and 66%, because we'll have 73% chance to go there. Okay, that's why also with the statistics it look more like a wave 2 than a B wave. Okay, so anyway, so if we retrace, for example, you know, with this kind of 5 ways here, or this kind of 5 ways like this, leading here to the upside, in that case we're going to make a bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2 here, and as always the wave 2 here just before a rise, if we have to do a crazy push up next, is going to retrace most of the time, more often less than the more likely target. So speak here at 38.2 and get a bounce. Now we still have more chance to go there. Okay, it's probabilities. We have a bit more chance than usual to stop here to get then get a big rise, because we're going to do a big rise next. This is what happened, but we still have more chance to go in there. Okay, we have a bit more chance to go there than what we should do normally. Okay, usually in your normal market clear, but we'll have still more chance to go there. Okay, and of course you can absolutely go there. A lot less probable to do this and this, but it's still something possible to make a maximum people bearish. Oh my god, we come back into the chart here and bam, instant rise. Okay, so yeah, that's the plan. And so the last configuration here, let me think, is yeah, even more bullish. This is what I wanted to cover here. Yeah, I really don't like to pause this on my chart, but it's really if you have to know that if we do an extreme massive move to the upside here, you have to know what we are. So here in that case, that's a wave 1 to here. Okay, so 3, 4, 5 later to make this bullish target, this bullish plan right here. So in that case, gonna go really high, but like really high. Okay, for in this, that's pretty crazy. I mean, the thing is, I really don't like to be super bullish or super bearish, but the thing is, this is what we can read with the wave, with the RSI right now. So wave 3, 4, 5. Okay, so as you can see here, we have a wave 1, a wave 2 here, and by the way here you can see we're taking the low, so it's not looking that good. The 1 hour is breaking that. Okay, so the 1 hour is still valid, but beware that the bigger time from here, as you can see, the waves, the second wave 1 here, that will be another wave 1, another wave 2 here, another wave 1, another wave 2. So it's really extremely bullish, and 3 or 5 next to complete that bigger wave 3, and then 4, 5 the blue one to complete that bigger wave 3. Okay, but the thing is here, you can see on the RSI we start to break on 2 hours and plus time frames. We start to break the wave 1 root of the second wave 1, 2. Okay, so the wave 1, 2 here, the wave 2 here, as you can see, do not break the wave 1 root, so it's fine. But here we have another wave 1, 2 here, and the wave 2 here, as you can see, break here, the wave 2 break the wave 1 root. Okay, so that's not valid on the 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hours. Here you can see we break clearly the wave, oh, not on the 8 hours, by the way. Yeah, so there are still some time frames, to be honest with you, that are valid, but I will be aware of this small invalidation still, okay, on the other bigger time frame. But yeah, so that's the other configuration, and if we're in this, we can just, for fun, try to find the tariffs of this really quickly. So just, yeah, the thing is, we don't have the wave 2 bomb for the moment, okay, so we did that. That will be a wave 1 2 here, so in that case, 1 2 3, I'm just gonna go to 1 here. So 1 2 1 2 5, so 3 4 4 and 5, so that should be the 5 waves here. So in that case, wave 1, oh my god, will be crazy small wave 2, what the fuck. That will be crazy for in this. So yeah, the wave 1 2 here, 3 4. I really don't like to be super bullish like it, but yeah, with the other side, that's a possible configuration, so we have to be aware of that. So yeah, this is not valid for this wave 1 2 here. No, so yeah, there's the only possibility here. Oh my god, wow, that is absolutely crazy. So in that case, we pull the extension to as always. You have everything for free on the website, really. All these kind of course, you have everything for free on the website. So if you want to get this course, just go and check out the website. Everything is waiting for you. You have to go in the bam, home course, wait free here, and you have all the course here for free. So you have the very base, or you can really want easy wave, really how it works, just the basic stuff. Then you start with the Fibonacci relation. So how do you use Fibonacci with the waves? So to speak, for example, what are the wave 3 turrets? How do you place the wave 3 turrets? How do you find the wave 3 turrets? What are the wave 2 turrets? What is the more likely wave 2 turrets? How do you place your fib? What fib you have to use? How do you find a wave 5 turrets? A different way to place it. How do you find your extension tool? I mean, what are the turrets of a correction wave? How do you place it on the extension tool for the correction wave? Same for the retracement. You have everything here for free on the website. Really, go and check this out. And then you start your learning with the correction wave, because here you have the impulsive, really in the Fibonacci relation, and then you start your learning with the correction waves here. Okay, so I have the ABC flat and the ABC zigzag. So ABC zigzag is the most common pattern, so that's why this is the first course. And you have also the ABC flat to make all the ABC at the same time. Okay, so you can really get a very strong base of Elliott wave. And if you want to get more as a wave, you have all the Elliott wave here, where we have some more content. You have the same course that is free here. Okay, but in addition to this, you have also all the pans below with the RSI, also how to use the RSI, and you have some quiz on every single pans to test your knowledge. Really, that's pretty cool. And of course, you have all the XOCharts course here. So to speak, for example, this is how I have me able to long that low here. Okay, to make decisions. That was bad, and here I have a retest. That's why I was saying here to VIPs against here. Finally, if we have an MC right here, and that's a long trade, we got nothing here, as you can see, bad data for now, but we have now a possible retest with absorption if we manage to get an MC reaction and a good context rise. We got a good context, we got an MC reaction, that's a long trade for sure. Okay, we'll have absorption of lows, and here we are doing the retest, and so from here, bam, that's a nice take profit one on the view up. We got the right of the move, we got everything, so that's pretty cool. So this is how we are able to make some decisions just by reading this. Okay, so we have everything, all the course here on the website in the XOCharts section. And you also have some quiz on everything here on to test your knowledge on the course. But anyway, so yeah, let's just come back here on the chart. Bam. So yeah, that will be, so in that case, you pull the extension tool from the wave 1 route, if I can, perfect, from the wave 1 route to the wave 1 top right here, bam, to the wave 2 bomb. So for now, the wave 2 bomb is here. Now, as always, we can do something a lot bigger, because that's crazy small for wave 2. Now, if we do a massive push up next, this is where we can stop, because the wave 2 can be also very small if you do a crazy push up next, and not be surprised to do this, but yeah, I don't like to be super bullish. But that will be good for the long from the week of the low here, for the long from here, for the long from here if you fit some long here, and yeah, it will be good just for the long and for the investment cleave. It will be just pretty crazy. But anyway, so 1618 here, then we should see a bit of a bigger retracement here. As always, there are a bit of some small waves, so we can still retrace small, but yeah, I will not be surprised to do a 50%, for example. So 50% here, you play that wave 4 here, and then you just have to find your wave 5 targets. Bam. So wave 5 targets, where it is. So normally we should go to the 1-to-1 extension here. It's a bit above, so 1-to-1 extension, take this high. Once we have done this, wave 3 is done. Then wave 4 retracement again. We have done a very crazy small here retracement in terms of time, in terms of fib. So we should do something longer and bigger here. So to speak, bigger is 50%. And so next, another wave 5 here. So I'm just going to remove all these lower time frame stuff there. Bam, we can now pull the fib. Gonna add maybe some pink waves here. Oops. Good. So gonna just unlock this. Bam. So wave 1 route. Always trigger to catch the wicks here. Good. Wave on top, and oh my god, and a wave 2 bomb here. All right, good. So 1618, look at this. The 161 here, that wave 3. If we do this wave, we really stop with the wave 2 here with a low time frame wave with the green wave 12305 here. We're going to see a 161 here that matches against here perfectly with the wave 5, the small wave 5 here. We'll have the 161 here against the blue fib that is hidden a bit by the fib here. If you remove that one, you have so this 161 here, must come in the wave 3 trade that match perfectly with the wave 5 we just find here. Then wave 4 retracement 50%. Okay, bam, 50% here. And then you just have to hide this extension to on the wave 4 top, and bam, 120 extension. So this should bring us at this price a bit above, as you can see, here's a 161. If you take this extension tool, bam, you place it here. Yeah, it should high a bit, as you can see, 161 and must come in with 338. We just go a bit higher. That's why I say it will not be totally dull. And then retrace, bam, so 3812, bam, 3812 here, and then get, oops, get the rise into so the 6.0 is 120 extension. Yeah, the 120 extension here. So gonna high a bit all the turrets here, you can see. Okay, gonna high all the turrets above. So yeah, that's a plan really. If we have to be super bullish. Okay, so first lower time frame idea is here. Yeah, so let's take low time frame 1. We'll have then so the low time frame 2. I remove it now. That will be the low time frame 3. Low time frame 3. Then we have also the low time frame 2, that is this 3, 4, 5. That's why, you know, as you can see, we'll have this kind of 5 ways where, for example, here we can retrace for a wave. If, for example, let's say we don't know, the thing is we don't know if the top is in order. That's why C2KP, that was a short in any case to take. And that's why, for example, yesterday in the daily update, I was really trying to catch a top with everyone, because yeah, and for example, this video here, this is really a process of how you take those short. I really make a video here to really show to people that miss and everything. Yeah, so they can still learn and just show how it works really, how you can learn the order flow, like yeah, how you use it, what you're looking at, what you're looking for, everything. Like give us this very nice short trade right now on Bitcoin, and now this nice long trade, by the way. So very nice short from the very top, because that was a short to take in any case. If we are in this configuration, for example, if the wave 5 is done like this, now you think there are 2 configurations: wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, 5, or the bearish plan, that is this. And so this is how we play with different scenarios. If the wave C is done here, if the wave 3 top is done here, and in that case the X wave is done here, so that can be a wave 2 retracement to then go higher, as it can be just a drop. That's why we plan the levels and we just trade direction based on the levels. And for example, that was from your short take in any case, to play with this possibility right here. To play with this possibility, I'll not be surprised to make a new high, but at the same time, this was from your short take in any case, because we can absolutely make this configuration. Okay, so yeah, that's very important to play with this. I really hope you see how we play with different scenarios. We just play with all these different scenarios like this, and we just, of course, for example here, if for example now we drop, we're not going to remain short and just enjoy the short. No, we're now going to look for a long. Why? Because it can be still this wave 1, 2, and the full invalidation of this is if we take this bond, because as a wave, that's a wave 1 to here. The wave 2 cannot break the wave 1 route. So if we do this, we know that we are more likely in the Z wave. Okay, we can still look for a bigger triple wave like this in the X wave, but I mean, it'll be really crazy what the fuck, to be honest. So we're not going to take this mainly, but yeah, the thing is, we're still going to look for longs here. Why? Because we have planned some levels, if you remember good, here to the downside. We have planned some levels, we have some big support here to the downside. We are going to trade these levels based off direction. It's gonna start maybe from a scalp, for example here. If we're in the super bullish plan, we're also playing with this at the moment. Okay, if for example we're not in the bearish, we're in the bullish plan, and we're in this right here, so not this right here, but bam, this one right here, where we're in the super bullish move. If the wave 2 bottom is in, now we're going to see a rise and a massive push to the upside. So that was, for example, a long trade to play with the possibility of doing a massive push up. Not necessary. Now we're just going to take a scalp, because that's a scalp. But now if we have to push higher, we're going to look for just to take the high. If we do not take a high, we can absolutely reach some really high prices too. That's a possibility. Okay, so really playing with all these scenarios by training the levels, and we're just training the good levels here to play with all the different scenarios. That's it. And time to confirm the scenarios. And once we confirm one scenarios, we know one scenario here, we know the wave we'll have to take more likely, and so we know exactly what to take as a small wave. For now, we are a bit in between here to see what we can confirm. We just remain patient, but we still take some very nice trade from the top to the bottom. That's why if you use a wave only, as you can see here, you have just so much possibilities. That's why it's important to plan your different scenarios, to make all the different configuration you can get, okay? To plan, maybe do this with the probabilities, make, for example, this bomb, okay, this one for you is the most probable, this one for you is a bit less probable, this one for you is even less probable, okay? You plan this by probabilities. For me here, the thing is there are no real probabilities because the bigger time frame here is really 50-50. So how you cannot really say for the lower time frame that there are some more likely stuff or less likely stuff. It's really 50-50 at this point, okay? So only time will confirm, but yeah, these are all the waves. So if we just retrace from here, for example, you know that it's more likely a wave 1, a wave 2. You have to take the wave 1 to first of all and trade the targets below. We plan step by step. If, for example, here that wave 2 breaks the wave 1 route here, okay, for it's wave 1 to here, okay, if the wave 2 here breaks the wave 1 route, okay, we're not in this anymore. That was the bearish plan. That was the ABC zigzag to the upside, more likely here, bam, the ABC zigzag to the upside, and now we look for the Z wave to the downside. This is simple at that, really. Okay, you plan all the different possibilities, you made it clear, so you can really if you don't understand, really let me know if you don't understand. This is very, very important. You have to plan to the downside, to the upside, sideways. If we're just sideways, we're going to continue this range bound here. There'll just be, for example, to extend a bit this wave 2. I mean, the Z wave drop, for example. Maybe do, for example, we start maybe with a 5 ways down. So for example, a wave 1, a wave 2 is a range here, a wave 3, 4, 5, and then we make an ABC zigzag to make the Z wave, because otherwise the Z wave cannot finish with an impulsive 5 ways or ending or leading, for example. So here we're going to look for a bigger A, B, C zigzag, just as here. 5 ways, correction, 5 ways, 5 ways, correction, 5 ways. This is the most common pattern we're going to get now. As always, as the wave can get everything, so to speak. We can do a double EXY here. We can do a triangle. We can do an A, B, C, D, E triangle, for example. That's something possible. That will suck a lot, not gonna lie, but this is absolutely something possible. And then bam, Z wave is done, and now bam, pump it, okay, for a bigger triple correction or for the bull market start. It depends on the start we're going to get here, and even with the start, as you can see, even if we have 5 ways, it's impossible to say if we're fully bullish or not, okay. So yeah, that's the plan, really. So hope that's clear. Hope you understand everything. And if you don't, really ask your questions. There are no stupid questions, no worries. I'm gonna take your question and answer them. Yeah. So. There are no questions yet. All right, so now maybe we can cover a bit of the order flow, because yeah, we covered the levels. What we can look for here. On the order flow here, or we can look for here. Oh yeah, by the way, if you remember, good, that was a live stream yesterday, you know, where if you didn't want PRIMEXBT, very, very good push up at the end. You got clear on the move here if you let the trade a bit run here. That's pretty cool. And by the way, yeah, on PRIMEXBT here, so this is where if you trade yesterday. That's a demo account, and there's no financial advice. Otherwise, I will not do this. Just for YouTube, if YouTube watch, I don't want to get a strike. Okay, these are not real money here. They're just paper trade. So one click trading here, I prefer. But if you want to support the channel and you want to get a good account, an account where you can get some nice trades, to be honest with you, depend off you, of course. But if you want to get this kind of where, you know, where on the most of the exchange, you're going to, for example, if you take a long, let's take the yesterday example, okay, for example, let's take the case that we open a long here, okay, we take a long. If you take a long, for example, like this, you're going to sort out to get a long. Another thing is, if you want to open another long with the same account, you have to create a sub account, create another sub account, and to open some long on different sub account. The thing with the PRIMEXBT is that is very cool. Is, for example, if you take a long here, okay, maybe we're going to wait a bit for this price to move here. Again, this is just a trade. I did not take it at daytime. I will never trade like this. Maybe it's gonna push high, but I don't know. But for example, if you want to take another trade here, and when you on a normal exchange, if you open a new trade, for example, here you press buy, this is going to compound into your current trade. No, here on PRIMEXBT, you're going to get 2 different trades. For example, let's say we want to open another one. Let's take a short for you. Want to open something, yeah, a bit below. Here, bam, we have another trade, and it do not compound into your current trade. So you can open a lot of trades on one account, and this for me is absolutely gold, because if you really, the sub account is really boring. You have to log in and everything. It's really crazy bad. So that's why I like PRIMEXBT for this, because you do not have to to open a sub account, you can just buy some, I mean, take some trade, and you don't care about if you have another long or another short. You don't care. You just take another trade, and you just do not combine the previous trade. That's why this is pretty cool. Okay, and yeah, that's a bit of the advantage of this, to be honest. And so yeah, just gonna close all of this because I don't really care about these trades, to be honest. Bam, perfect. There are some really the smallest you can open here on the platform, so just to show you here. And yes, that's pretty cool. So it's a, yeah, and more of this, you don't have only crypto on this. You have also all the forex here. You have also your 50. You have also the gold. You have also Nasdaq at some point here. Nasdaq here. You have also silver, gold. You have also UK 100. You have SP 500. You have a ton of this, and not only crypto. That's why also if you are not trading only crypto, that's pretty cool, to be honest. That's pretty cool. So if you want to make an account with the link in the description. That of course support the channel. And as always, don't forget that you can get up to $7,000 just by making a deposit on your account. So make a deposit. You just have to go then in the promo code section here, enter the promo code, activate, and bam, of course, just select your portfolio here you want to use. If you deposit USDT, you take this. If you deposit BCB, you deposit Ethereum, for example, you take the Ethereum wallet, everything. You enter the promo code, activate, and you can get up to $7,000 just by doing this. That's pretty cool, to be honest. And by getting a nice platform to trade where you can just take some trades and do not combine your trade, you can sell long and everything, buy long. It's not going to combine your trades. This is pretty cool. That's why I love this platform. You can also click here. You also have some you also have some competitions, by the way. Here you can go and check this out if you want to test yourself. You can go there. You have some copy trading. Again, I will be really careful with copy trading. I do not really like this personally, because you have to make sure the trader behind is really good, otherwise you're going to lose money. So really check the stats, release the stats from not 30 days or for more than this, because otherwise, for example, you check 30 days. I don't know if you can get this here, but for example here, if you take this, I don't know if this one is good. Yeah, for example, that one is nice. Profit here, yeah, that was nice, for example. Yeah, really to make sure you take some good guy, because otherwise, for example, if you can copy trading here, you have, for example, sometimes the stats, they're going to be only 30 days, and you have, for example, the full, you really have to be aware of that. You have, for example, the full data, the guy is losing money, and just on 30 days, he's winning money. So you're going to copy this guy, but you're just going to lose money at the end, because on the whole period where this guy was trading, he lost a lot of money. Sometimes like some thousand and thousand and thousand. You're like, what the fuck? This is just really crazy. I don't know if we can get someone like this. Oh no, these one are good, to be honest with you. This is a good. Yeah, as you can see, this is pretty cool. Because on a lot of exchange you have like some guys are the first, second, and the third here, the best traders, but it's only on 30 days, and otherwise the rest of the time they're losing money. That's pretty crazy to get a rank like this. But this is a good rank, as you can see here. Everything is well ranked. Oh yeah, you can see that was in August 2022, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Very nice. Did not pay attention to this, but that's cool. Anyway, so yeah, if you want to make an account, make an account. If you don't want, as always, boom, you don't need to. It's really up to you. But anyway, so now we are pushing a lot. Oh my god, it's a very good long trade. What we feel here, that's pretty cool. And so yeah, just go on this cap here, right there. Bam. Oh yeah, that's pretty crazy. And so now we reach into it. As you can see here, we have the path control, the naked session path control here. So I don't know if we can get something here. Well, some massive liquidation there, as you can see. Big liquidity of interest here. No real trapped longs here for the moment, so nothing really to trap. So just liquidations, no real new trade opening. All this reason, no real, because we have a liquidity of interest. So this means just that we have more liquidations, more people getting wrecked, more people taking profit, but we don't have a lot of trades coming. We want to see an increase of the open trade like this, and most of the time with millions, to say that we have some good longs. You can see here, as I said before, if we don't lose this, if we don't lose these two lines, that's good for higher. That's an insane long trade right now. That's pretty cool, right? That's insane. So now we have some, as you can see, 1 million of new longs coming here. Okay. And now we come around the daily with a possible swing for pounder highs. If we get, for example, an MC fraction here, depends what we're getting here. You have some big liquidations there, big decline of your Pinterest. Don't know if you have some questions. No, not yet, not now. For now, there's just no reason to. Oh, a bit of absorption now. High, low, high, 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 high. It depends now if you get a good direction to short. Otherwise, there is no short trade. But we are, yes, on the daily with a possible swing for pound. Oh my god, that's a very, very good long trade. I mean, yeah, just looking for the. Yeah, this was the trade I was looking for yesterday. And we just go to the front run. Okay, no trade, and just remain patient. Next day, bam, we hit a target and wait if we try to get a rise. And Maurice, you know the data you have to get, and we got exactly the data we wanted here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, for now, nothing crazy at all. Just some absorption there against on the top, but there's no real thing at the moment to reverse that yet. Maybe we're going to print next, but for now, no. Again, this is a 10-second chart. You can change really quickly. In one candle, you can change everything. But for now, there is nothing bearish except the absorption. But we don't have the direction here to take the short trade. So if you trade, for example, the absorption on leap, bam, you will take a loss. That's why you have to be aware of the context here. And we're taking the high again once more. That's a very good zone for resistance too. So if we break this, for the high swing for pound at the top right here. That can be a short trade if you get, for example, an MCU action here, because we have some few longs there opening on the top, for example, 1.8 million here. But again, you have to be aware of that. You have this as support now, so you have to lose this to get the regular move next. Except if you have the regular move directly, if you print the MCU action here, no. So you have to really wait for this daily to be lost, and once this is lost, bam, you can look for a trade, because otherwise there can be just a flip to support. Here we'll have the long, few longs here. Yeah, we'll have a lot of longs here. So we'll have some people, some people possibly trapped here. We get an MC short action next from that top. But it depends if you get an MC short action or not. If you don't get it, these people are not trapped. That's it. Yeah, it's pretty cool to get some few volatility here, but yeah, that's a very, very, very good long trade. Look at this. We was waiting for that trade here. Here we front run, we do a 3% move to the upside. Here we do a 3% move to the upside. Here it's a bit less than 3%. We reach our levels, we hit, and we do the biggest move to the upside of this move down. That's pretty cool. This is how you move. This is how you ruin the market, really. Anyway, for now, nothing. No reason. Maybe the 1 minute has something better. No, I mean, yeah, not yet. I have to wait for a bit more of data to come here. No absorption of a longs, Maurice. Let me just take the context of this here on a bit of a bigger time frame. Oh, look at this. We have a big bullish divergence here. Low, high, low, 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 low. High, low, high, high, low, high. Small absorption of this price high, nothing crazy at all, but you can see here high, 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 low, high on the right. So very, very small absorption. We do have also a big bullish divergence here. That is playing now, by the way. For now, there is no MC short action here. We are losing. Yeah. Do we have any millions of longs here opening before? Okay. Yeah, I mean, for now, this is bad for a short. That's it, really. We don't have anything in any reason to short that. But again, next, for example, we can get a continuation here, print the good data. For now, that's bad. That's bad. Maybe take out the lows here first. And once we have done this, reclaim the of the data we're going to print here. But yeah, we're above this the top we reached yesterday. No, not yet. All right. There is nothing right now to take a short trade. And we took the lows in here. We took these low time frame lows here. So we took the long stop loss. So now if we print, for example, something else to reverse, we can reverse. Depending if we what data we print, for now there is just no reason to short. Now there is no data good for a short. There are some few possible travel longs here, but again we have 1.8. Still okay for the 10-second chart, 1.8 million to be honest. But there is no MC short action here to open the trade, so we just remain patient, wait for this to be printed. This is not printed. We just remain short from high, as we are short from high. It's fine. I prefer to miss a trade down to get wrecked, and for now there is nothing here for a short. And we have no any trapper trade on this bigger time frame. We just have some big liquidations there. No data again, nothing here. Are we coming back into some? Yeah, not really. Nope. No, for now there is no reason to show that. But for example, against fine. That's something I would not recommend. For example, take a trade on every single level here. You really have to wait for the reaction to come, and when the reaction is there, you can take the trade until that. There is nothing. And by the way, yeah, I wanted to do a bit of a smaller wave, if you're okay with this. Interesting here what we have. Look at this. And for example, here the thing is, if we reject with bad data, it's because we're going to get a retest next, retest minimum or a continuation. Okay, so minimum to take the high. That's the reason why if we reject, for example, with bad data here, and we still get a move to the downside because we're going to come back later, or minimum get another short opportunity. That's the reason why. Yeah, just want you to be aware of that. But anyway, so here we have a possible leading here to the upside against here. Again, that's a 1 minute, so really be careful. I mean, the 5 minutes, but it can be also 1 minute here. That is a possible leading, or a double wave 1, 2, 1, 2 as always. So here in that case, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe more. 3, 4, the wave here. Let me see really quick on the 15-second shot here. Yeah, normally more likely this in one. Yeah, look at this. That's just absolutely perfect. Look at this. It looks very nice with the wave. Now I don't know with the turret if this is well respected, but for the moment with the wave, it's pretty cool. Looks a bit high. Yeah. If we come to 1 minute. Let me see if that can still be. I don't really like the idea to go a bit too high. 1 to an extension here for a possible flat, but I can be, for example, a possible leading here. Okay, so in that case, if you have a leading, next you can look for a bigger, so A, B, C zigzag correction to come down, or bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2, and pump it up 3, 4, 5. Bigger rise in that case here. So do we have anything good now for a short trade? No. We have a possible start here at the moment, but no. Oh yeah, we have a short reaction printed. Now we have a short reaction printed, but we want to see this naked session path from to a lost. Otherwise, there are just some shorts coming to the support. So if this is lost, for example, that can be a short trade down to the view up, but I want to see this lost first. Otherwise, just a flip to support here. Okay, very important to understand this. Yeah, if this is lost here, we get acceptance below. It's a short trade down to the view up. From the view up, let's take profit 1, other end on the move. From here, if you lose this, it's better for the short. You get acceptance high, you get stopped out on entry. Trade is safe in any case. You made profit, refined fees, everything is good. Okay, but yeah, that's a possible leading here we'll have at the moment. Yeah, that's a possible leading. I'm just thinking that can be something else, like a flat or something here. For example, this can be also an idea here in a lower time frame here, flat. For example, here, bam. Yeah, one extension. That can be a flat to here, but does it make sense to get a flat here? Wave 5, A, B, C, what the fuck? A, B, C, rise. A, B, C, drop. WXY. Yeah, but otherwise we can. No, I'm stupid. This was the lower time frame stuff here. ABC. So W. Yeah, that can be something here possibly. If I had to be in something complex, like yeah, WXY here with an ABC flying here. But yeah, I mean that's a 1 minute. So we have many configurations. So WXY for another move to the downside here to take out these lows minimum. Otherwise, because that will be in that case an ending with a small way of leading. So again, this is crazy, but this is what we do these days a lot. So I will not be surprised to make this again. Otherwise, that's really a leading. Normally it should be, but these days we do. I don't know if you remember, but the wave count we got before, you know, where you got like in this move down here, this one move down here, for example, that's a leading with a small wave. And I mean, this is what the fuck really. That's another leading here, an expanding one, 1 2 3 4 5 with a small wave and ending. So again, that's pretty crazy. So that's why here this day I will not be surprised at all to make some crazy stuff like so. Here, for example, that's a possible configuration. Now, if that's really a leading, okay, if this is really a leading, in that case, that's not for this at all, but it's simply for a bigger. So ABC, as I said earlier, ABC, the B wave can be very small, as it can be for not a correction but an impulse here. So it can rise, for example, wave 1 2 and bam, and 3 4 5, and if we have to make crazy push up next, we can just retrace a very, very small wave 2, for example. Okay, something to be aware of. So yeah, yeah, there are low time frame waves right now. Thing is, this wave 1 2 is not valid anymore. No. Yeah, we'll have some time frame that are good, but not all of these. Anyway, so bam, there's a question, by the way. So from the very top at 28,500, so I think it's here. Let me just say that really quickly. Yes. To the bottom at 27,400, I count 5 ways down, then 3 up. So to the bottom at 27,400. If you can just pass the screenshot on Discord server, that would be nice, because I don't know if this you're talking about this top right here to this bottom right here, or this top to this bottom right here. I count 5 ways down, then 3 up and 3 down. What I'm missing there? Yeah, if you can just post something on Discord server, mate, please. In the general chat, for example, Bitcoin chat. That would be nice, because I don't see. So if it's from this top. Yeah, but it's not 28,500, so I think it will be here. So wait, 5 ways down. Oh, I think you mean this. Correction here, then 3, and then 3 here. Let me see. We can count 5 ways here, but the thing is, the thing is here, this is more like a double X, Y, X, and Z or some kind of stuff like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. The B wave top is where exactly? Here, that can be a kind of, I really don't like to take this kind of leading, but these days is what we do, so I will not be surprised. 1, 2, 3, an expanding one, then we'll have a correction. I'll place more bigger triple correction here to make a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and so to get an ABC zigzag here, and so if we drop it more, we have in that case a WXY. Okay, so I'll place. Let me see what's the turrets really quickly here. P here is just too much for it, for a B wave. What extension we have on this? Okay, no. All right. Maybe there's an extension here, but the B is too big. Yeah, I will play small kind of WXY here. Oh man. Yeah, 50% more videos, like typical for a next wave. And so if you pull this here, I said we went into the 123. That's a double XY and Z. No, target is missed. So here 618. I don't know if I'm testing for the 618. All right. Yeah, so it looks a bit more like this, to be honest with you here. So I'm just gonna undo the waves here so you can see what I get. So here leading. I really don't like to play this wave, but anyway. So anyway, A, B, I will take more the top here and a C here because it doesn't make sense really. A, B, C here. Okay. Bam. Bring us with a bigger W, X, Y. So W here. X, and again we'll start from here. Just thinking. No, from that top. Yeah, this will be the more likely stuff, to be honest. With a crazy ABC design there, with an extension, because the thing is that if that's a triple wave here, okay, the top is not here normally because the RSI say no. So if you pull your extension tool, you have a triple wave here down. The B wave is very, very, very big, not gonna lie. I mean the retracement here. But the thing is, next we'll have an extension, and the only pan that can make an extension a lot is an ABC zigzag. So you take an ABC zigzag here, A, B, C zigzag, and here we can clearly count them 5 ways. Have a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a wave 1, 2, 3, bam, 4, and 5 here to the downside. Okay, so 3, 4, and a wave 5 have the divergence. That's pretty cool for the 5 ways. Just checking here. Yeah, depending on the time frame, we'll have a sorry, we'll have a week into the 90% here, so it's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Now that will be the count here, really. Because the thing is, next, if we count a triple wave, that can only be a triple wave. You can't. There are no pans where it's 5-3-3. It's 3-3-5 or 5-3-5, but there is no 5-3-3. There's not. Yeah, there is not this. This is not possible. The only possibility is this. I mean, a correction. Not only this. I think there is another count possible. To be honest, with like a double X, Y, X, and Z, for example, this is not leading, but this is impossible to say. Correction. This should be 5 ways. So A, B, C zigzag in that case. That will be a top here. So that will be an A, B, C zigzag. Okay, and in the case the top is here, but the RSI says the top is before here. So normally no, and that's why I'm taking this mainly. And so in that case, it will be a W, X, and Y. Okay. But I do prefer that one due to the small waves. That will be the waves here. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll have an ABC zigzag here more likely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading. Okay, so A, B, C zigzag, A, B, C, 5 ways correction, 5 ways. And then here, what do we have? We have a triple wave down. Bam, 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 bam. What target will reach it by the way with this? Oh no, I did not play it that well. See the few I'm testing right now? It's just working perfectly. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, that will be a new February into a 22 wave because market move, rules change, and we'll have to adapt to the market. If we don't adapt, we stay with some rules that have been created years and years ago. You have to adapt to the market. That's why you cannot really make some good predictions sometimes, but anyway. So okay, so here to the downside, let me see here, we have a 5 ways correction, 5 ways, but here that will be a WXY. That will be here a WXY, so we cannot finish with a WXY here. So in that case, W, X, and Y. But again, what we can do here, that's what I was playing this before. We can still be the X wave going to the Y here, because that will be a triple wave, and here we have a 1, 2, 3, or 5. So it can be a flat, for example, into the X wave here. I deleted this, or I still have this here. No, I deleted that, I think. Yeah. So in that case, we'll have the ABC flag here. So yeah, I'm just gonna reduce that to some blue like this. Perfect. Just maybe increase that so we can really recognize this a bit more. X5, perfect. So ABC flag here. Okay, so A, B, C. Bam. The thing is, for example, if you can, if for you these are 5 waves, it can be, for example, a wave, so A, B, C zigzag, or if the top, for example, so the C wave is done, okay, or the C of the bearish candle. Now we look for a drop. In that case, we look for 5 waves, correction, and 3, 4, 5 down. You know, so the wave 1, 2, and 3 or 5 down, for example. That will be the count. That's why sometimes you're like, some people are like, hey, yes, but that was a correction down. Here that was a correction here to the downside we got. So how can you start an impulsive move down? You have a correction here to the downside. How can you make a wave 1, 2? It's because you have a flat in between here. You have an ABC flat here. You have a correction, 5 waves. And so here in that case you look for you in that case make the wave 1 here. You make the wave 1, the wave 2, and then bam, 3, 4, 5. And so you have a 5 waves, correction, 5 waves, correction, 5 waves. You just start a drop. I will have an example by the way of this. It was, if you remember good, before, I mean, the top, you know, we have been able to plant to the absolute dollar here before on this top here. I know, absolute dollar. We just got a week a bit above. That's pretty crazy to plant this amount in advance, first of all. But here, what we have a flat. Okay, so here it can looks like a bit more zero. We have a 5 waves, but the thing is, we can get a correction 5 ways. Okay, now the thing is, we got so 5 ways, A, B, C flat, so that will be a triple wave normally. So a correction to go higher. No, that's a wave 1, wave 2 with a flat, and then we'll have a wave 3, 4, 5 down. And then we'll have another wave 1, 2 here, and get a continuation next. Okay. So yeah, that's a bit tricky sometimes when you don't know this, but when you know it, you're aware of that. You pay attention to this. But that's something you know by time. This is the only way to know it. Otherwise you cannot really know it. Yeah. But again, as I said, this can be also here. So for example, an ABC zigzag. Okay, so yeah, that's why this is 1 minute. Okay, I know the low time frame and the low time frame here, for example, it can be an ABC zigzag. I'm just gonna check to make sure that can be an ABC zigzag. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't really like this at all. I don't really like this as a 5 way to be honest with you. But and that's why, for example, here, if that's a double XY. For example, here that's a double XY here, and you will suppose to be in the Y leg here, for example. You know that you cannot finish the Y leg with this double XY. So for example, if you're, let's forget this ABC flat for the moment, for the moment. This is what you want to hear. For example, if you're in this configuration, a Y leg cannot finish with a double XY. So what you're going to look for here is a double XY X and Z. So double XY, bam, X and Z. But the X wave here now breaks the first X wave top, so it's not valid anymore. So what you can do here is a triangle. Very rare, but still possible. That will be really boring, but still good to trade. A, B, C, D, E, and rise. Okay, as you can do an ABC flat, so A, B, C flat. And once you have done the C, you can take the lower node, depending on the target you bounce from. Y legs down, then you bounce. As you can do a bigger double EXY, X and Z. Okay, as you can do, I think that we're good. Yeah, we're good really. Nothing more possibly. So that's why here we'll take this more, but I mean, yeah, we'll take this more. The thing is we don't really get the real context at the moment. It's really 50-50, so to make a decision on what is a small wave, to not know the context really, it's very complex. So yeah, but these are the small waves, some possibilities you have to be aware of. For example, you can trade, for example, here this ABC flat. The ABC flat targets here, or you pull the extension tool from the A wave top to the A wave bottom, A wave root to the A wave top to the B wave bottom here, and so from here, bam, you have your targets. Okay, as you see targets, so bam, 618, 120 extension. So now we can remove the 618. We don't really care anymore. We hit the 120 extension. So 120 extension. Okay. What it is? Okay. So for example here, let's make the plan if we have to do this. For example, 120 extension, first target. I mean. First target 620, but now we entire so 120 extension here, then we'll have the 123, and then we'll have the 1618. As always, the X wave cannot break the W root. So if we do this is not valid anymore, and we shall not be in this anymore. We shall just get a continuation. All this was another configuration here. Okay, for example, 5 ways, correction, 5 ways, correction, 5 ways, a crazy impulse here, and then boom, drop. For example, if that was a C wave top for the last push up, it depends. But here, so yeah, if we're in this configuration, so yeah, 1-to-1 extension, 1-to-23, 1-6-1-8, but 1-6-1-8 normally no. And let's take the example that we drop from here. So we got a rejection of the 1-to-1 extension. What we do here, we just pull the extension tool from the W root to the W bottom to the X retracement here. Okay, third click on the top right here. First target, bam, 618. Second target, 1-to-1 extension. Third target, oops, bam, 123. Fourth target here, and last one, 161.8. Okay, the only thing I have to do here on these targets is to read the order flow. You just read the order flow here. You just make the decision. For example, here that was good for a short at the end, but only if we lose the naked session path control. Otherwise, that was bad for a short. All the way down here, as you can see, now we do the retracement, the minimum to expect. And again, here we got something good on the low for a short trade. Okay, we got the demand for a short, but it was into a support, and so it result to a flip to support. That's why it's a short only if we get acceptance below. If we don't get acceptance below, this is what happened, as you can see here. That's why you do not trade every single reaction like this. You wait really for the context. For example, the MC reaction, we got one here. Not going to cover what it is because this is really some secrets of the order flow and this is years of experience, but anyway. And for example, the MC short reaction, the MC reaction. Some people, for example, are coming in and some saying like, hey, okay, we got an MC short reaction here, we got an MC reaction. I feel the trade got wrecked. Yes, but why? Because you don't understand the context. What is the context here? For example, here, with the context, if, for example, I was saying, hey, okay, we have an MC reaction here, that's a short trade. No, the context is we're coming into a support now. So it can be just a flip to support before we get acceptance to push higher, right? Now, if we get another MC short reaction with no absorption on the lows, that can be a short trade to rate down minimum to the naked session path control. But we'll have to get no absorption on the lows. If we get absorption on the lows, we'll have to wait for this absorption we can't sell, because otherwise we can just take a short and get trapped. Okay, you have to understand the context while using this. And this is what people don't understand when they're playing with MC reactions. You have to understand the context, such as, that's what I was doing the small wave here, but saying, hey, be careful, because we don't know the bigger wave context here. We don't know what wave we're in at the moment. It's really 50-50, so we have to be aware of the context of this to make sure and to understand the smaller time frame. We have some possible ideas, but we don't have the bigger time frame, the real count. We don't have the confirmation of the bigger time frame count, so we don't have the real context. So which one is going to be the most probable? We don't know, because we don't have the context here. Okay, that's why the context is very important. And for example, here, if for example, people that will trade here with some crazy leverage, big amount, and no risk management here, you will short here, and you will get a close liquidation price. You will get the liquidation here, for example. Okay, that's why you have to get the context, you have to get the risk management, you have to know all of this, really. Okay, that's very, 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 very important in trading. Yeah, so yeah, so this is how we can make the plan. For example, if we have to come down here, we have to drop from here. But for example, here we have another good short opportunity here. We'll have the demand to go down here. We'll have some demand to go down. Do we have any absorption? The lows here a bit. So the best will be to cancel this absorption here, the small absorption here. But we'll have some demand here to go down. We'll have an MC short action here. We have a lot of longs that do not bring us with absorption highs. That's not the best, to be honest with you. It will be better to get absorption highs. It depends on the time frame. Let me see here. Do we have any? Yeah, on the 5 minute we'll have absorption there. We'll have some few absorption there. So again, as I said, if we continue to get an MC short action here and we get a bit of a move down, we can, for example, wait for this daily to be lost. When this is lost, we can, that is very aggressive, because the thing is, next we can create absorption on the lows. But if the daily is lost, for example, here with an MC short action, what we have on the top here, we can look for a move to the downside, down to the naked session path control. That's a very risky trade, because we know that with the context we can create absorption on the low. So what do? We reduce the trade size, we adapt with the risk management. We do not trade, for example, with a 2% risk. We just adapt with the trade size, and we just reduce it. Okay, we just reduce the loss possible, because we know that there is a possibility of still, even if we come down here, to create some more data, to create some new data here that will reverse down. So we just reduce the trade size, okay, and just pray next for your take we want to be hit. Okay, so yeah. And next, of course, that will be a good scam if you go there. And of course, next, bam, if we get acceptance low to make that Y leg, for example, this is just perfect. But that, for example, is a possible short trade. Okay, if we lose daily, for example, that give me something. But again, very risky, because we can print some new data next very quick, and so we can print some better data to reverse down next at the end. Okay, but for now, if we lose that daily here with no absorption on the lows, well, we have a bit at the moment absorption, by the way, so remain a bit more patient for the daily to be lost minimum. Yeah, that give me something. But again, yeah, we'll not trade with a lot here, because we have a context that is, it's not a really it's a valid setup, but it's not the highest probability trade. So we have to reduce the trade size. We have to adapt. For example, risk on lead maybe 0.5%, maybe 0.2%, for example. That's something, yeah. Okay. So for example, if you go on this, I don't know what is, I don't know how, this is a demo account, so I don't have really this, but for example, you jump with, just to show you how to place this, you just take a trade with, I don't know, 0.2, you sell that, okay, you go there, bam, you always place a stop loss, bam, you take the stop loss here, you place this at 27 above, so above this high if you're very aggressive, but personally I like to place it above these highs, to let a bit more possibilities. Trap some more, so 28.092, 28.092, bam, so you can see the loss here possible. You place that, you confirm, and you have your stop loss placed here, okay, and you will take profit once you have done the handle move. Now you have to wait for the daily to be lost, okay, just to show you how to trade it. So you really understand that you have to use a stop loss, you have to do everything. Yeah, you take the trade when the daily is lost, okay, because that's a demo account, so I really don't care about this money. So that's why I'm showing you how to place everything. But as well, you just wait for the daily to be lost, because as always, we have some shorts here. These shorts can be just for, like the bomb here, these shorts can be just for a flip to support to get acceptance higher, okay. So that's very, very important to understand this. And as we also have absorption lows a bit, so we just remain patient for some more data to be printed. And so here, for the daily to be lost minimum, to re-get acceptance below, not just get a wick below, for example, here, that's not lost, for example. But anyway, so I don't know if you have some questions on this. Bam, bam, bam. Perfect, my pleasure, mate. Honestly, your sense of it is amazing. That's cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I try to make it nice, to be honest. I try to make it nice and people can understand it. Of course, you have to get a bit of a base to follow these updates, because if you don't know what is the wave, you cannot really follow. But yeah, they try to make it easy to give you at the same time all the possibilities, so you can really understand the logic of the waves. And yeah, that's cool. That's cool to read this, because that's a goal, really. If you have MC fraction, it's better to wait for a confirmation in 1 minute. You can also wait on the 1 minute if you prefer. Now, yeah, it depends if you're aggressive, if you're really aggressive on the market or not. For example, here, if you're very, very, very aggressive, that was a short trade already. But if the best effort, if you're aggressive, to wait for the daily to be lost. One is this is lost. Again, we can bounce on some low time frame support, such as, I don't know, maybe the path control of this or whatever, I don't know. For example, the fib here, 61866% here, for example, bam, this, for example, is maybe the path control of this, I don't know, with the value area low, for example, we can bounce, for example, that's a zone of support, so it can bounce from here. Now, this will be the best take profit, okay? So, yeah, it's of course better to wait for the 1 minute. It's of course better, but yeah, if you're very aggressive, for example, we get acceptance below the daily with an MC short action before, that's a short trade, for example. But as I said, we can reverse that as we have absorption lows. So normally we wait for the absorption to be cancelled, and we wait minimum for the daily to be lost. Okay, for now we do the flip to support. So you see, you have to really wait for the good context to be here. And once it's here, the good context is here, you take the trade and write it down. But for now, yeah, it's a very, you have to really play with some smaller amounts. That may be what you trade with. For example, the low here, from the low, the long trade here. Okay, that was a very good long trade. We got a clean context with a clean MC reaction here to take the long trade. That was a clean take profit one. We got some clean buyers here that was defending their position here, so we just get acceptance high next. So very, very cool. Here it's not the same context. Here you have to wait for this to be lost, you have to wait for the absorption to be lost here, because you have only more 10-second time C short reaction, for example. You have to really wait for this context to be here. If this is not here, there is no trade, except you're very, very aggressive, as you can see here. That's why I'm not that aggressive on the market, because for example here you will play stop loss below above the top right here, you will short here, and you will get stopped out, because you have to understand the context, real context understanding. Okay, very, very, very important to understand that. That's why even from here, from the short here, for example, you got an MC short action here, but we're into a support, so you wait for it to be lost to take a short. Otherwise it can just be a flip to support before you get acceptance to push higher. Simple as that, really. And same for here, we got an MC short, right? And you got some good data for a short here, you rise, because you have to wait for this to be lost and for a clean context on the lows to be, well, again, I played the long here, but just to show you how to take the long to short, how to place it. But yeah, you have to wait for that daily to be lost, okay? Minimum, and to not get absorption here in the lows. And what do we have here? We have some millions. No, we have no millions of longs here. But yeah, of course, bigger. I mean, the thing is, you have to take like 1, 3, 5 minutes for the MC reaction, just to come on the MC reaction here. And where is the live chat here? Of course, yeah, if you have this on the 1, 3, 5 minutes, it's very, very strong. If you have to get this only on the 10-second chart, it's not that strong, but it can still play out if the content is good. For example, here, the process was wait for the daily to be lost. When this is lost, there is still a possibility of bouncing out the value area low plus the 66%, but the good take probably will be around the lows, because that will give the little move clearly. Or you can just fully close your trade after the 50 little move. It's really up to you. But for now, no daily loss, so no trade yet. As you can see here, just a flip to support, so just remain patient, everybody. Again, I fade this just to show you how to do it. But it's the way we'll wait for something for the daily to be lost. Okay, very, very important to do this, to really understand the context. So yeah, I don't know if you have some questions on this. Bam, bam, bam. I don't know how we are live for 130 minutes a bit. Almost. So yeah. Bam, bam, bam. So, and maybe now, for example, we're going to do a retest of the levels, and here we're going to get something very good for a short. But again, do we have the hurdle move here to take a trade? Okay, no. So we just remain patient for this daily again to be hit, to be lost. Okay, when this is lost, we can take a trade down to minimum here. But keep in mind, we also have we do have some few lower time frame support there, so we can bounce off this. That's why, as we know that we have some support there, we're not going to jump with, for example, 2% the maximum usual risk, because we have the context that is we can bounce off this and reverse. We can do something else absolutely here because the context is not the best. So we just reduce and adapt with the risk management. It's all by understanding the context. If you understand the context, you're good, and you can adapt the risk management next. That's it. If you understand what's happening, yeah, that's it really. And there's a very cool website, by the way, for the risk management. So for example, here you go there, bam, you have this. Okay, for example, what is 2% off, let's say, so the 500 PRIMEXBT account, for example, here. Okay, 500 here, almost. You take this, you take, bam, 2% maximum. Calculate, you can lose $100 per trade maximum. So then you just have to find your, bam, you just have to go there. For example, you take the, let's take the case that you take a short now, or yeah, I don't know, we do, let's take with a small account here, a small amount here. Let's take I don't know, let's long the breakout. Here what you're going to do is just place it. So normally you click on the one regular trading here to get this tab before to take the trade. You get a stop loss, you place a stop loss here, for example. So let's take, I don't know, maybe 45,000, and here that's a short. Not too long. Yeah, I'm stupid. So it will be, for example, $13. Maybe this. Maybe less than this. No. But anyway, you have to add the stop loss price here, and this will give you the possible loss. Okay, you're going to get in USDT. So, for example, if you can lose maximum $100, you're going to reduce the quantity. Add here not. Bam, bam, bam. To get this. To get the good risk management, to get the 2%, for example, here. If now you want to risk, I don't know, 0.2%, bam, you calculate, you can lose $10 with a trade. So for example, you're going to raise that a bit with the stop loss you're going to get. You're going next to adapt the quantity here to see with your stop loss you place it. Okay, and you're going to, yeah, just change that clearly here. So how you get the risk management. But anyway, so yeah, nothing as you can see, daily not lost. Take the high once more. Now we have, as you can see, some liquidations, all of this really, and now we can maybe look for a swing for pan if we get the good data again. But again, we want to see this lost and the daily lost. Okay, very, very, very important to be aware of that. That's why if you didn't wait it for the good context, you will take a loss here again. If, for example, if you did what I did here, you do not wait for the context. I just wanted to show you here, but if you did, for example, here, you do not wait for the context for everything to be confirmed, you take another loss. That's why do not trade every single stuff, any MC reaction, for example. You really wait for the context to be good, and once this is good, you can take the trade. And here that was not, because we did not lose the daily, and here we did not lose an 8 session power control. So hope that's clear, really hope that makes sense for you. And I'm gonna end the live stream very soon because they are already 130 minutes. Very good for a daily update. As a daily level more important than TPO naked sessions? No, that's not necessary, to be honest. This is daily levels more important than the TPO. Yeah, I would say daily level is a bit stronger than the TPO, but it depends on the context we have with the waves. It really depends on the context. For example, if you expect it to be an impulse to break through the TPO and to stop on a daily, you're going to take the daily and not the TPO. If you expect to, for example, to read from a target for a while, like for example, you have only a TPO, you're going to look for the TPO. But yeah, generally speaking, the TPO is a bit less stronger than a daily. But I mean, yeah, these are still some good levels, to be honest. And naked session powerful is not the best level at all. But I mean, for day trade is good, but now for swing trade and everything, for big tops and everything, is not always the best level. Now, for example, that was we got a confluence here. That was a power control. So the main reason why I was looking for this naked session power control here, you can see, got the range power control here. That was the target I was looking for along. To even get it right here. Yeah. It's not necessarily more important, but it's a bit more. It's a bit more stronger, if we can say that. Yeah. But it also depends on a bit of the context you have to get to. So the context with the wave to determine this, really. Okay, that's very important. We have to class them by strength, if you can say that. So daily TPO naked session. Daily first TPO naked session. Okay. Yeah. Do I have anything good here? No reason to short that. No reason to short that here. Do I have absorption now? No. Do have some big longs here. Bam, 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 bam. No, we have some longs there. Okay. Yeah, for now. And you can see here, this is how you make your decisions. As you can see here, recognize that we're gonna no trade. Recognize that we're gonna no trade, except if we lose a naked session power control. We did not, so no trade. Here we're gonna trade only if we lose a daily. We did not lose a daily. We get acceptance higher, and the top right here was bad for a short, and we take the high. And so we just make decisions like this to know if we have to take some trade or not every single days. And we're able to make decisions if we have or not to take the trade like this every single days, just by reading some data. We are able to understand the process, what's happening, and how to trade it, and to adapt with the risk management. Is it a risky trade? Is it not a risky trade? Okay, is it a risky trade? Okay, it's a risky trade. So we just adapt with the risk management. We just reduce a lot of the trade size, and instead, for example, of with the $500 account, we lose. Instead of getting, for example, a 2% trade where we can lose $100, we lose so 0.2, so $10. Okay, for example, 0.5%, for example, so $25, for example, per trade. We just adapt with the risk management. That's very, very, very key and important, to be honest. Okay, very, 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 very important to do this. So yeah, hope this helped. Really hope you're learning, hope you're enjoying this kind of content here. So yeah, no real good trade here. You can see now maybe we're going to get a swing through pie, I don't know. But for now the data are bad for a swing through pie. There is just no reason to short that. We have no real big longs on the top here. Yeah, it's not crazy. Now, yeah, the thing to not lose will be here. Bam. These are the stuff to not lose. Yeah, this is, you have bias here. So this is something to not lose. If we start losing this, can give off a bit of a move down, to be honest. I would have some feelings here. 1.4 million is not crazy to be honest. But yeah, here we have buyers. So let's see if they defend their position or not. Yeah, no reason here to show yet. You know, have 1.8 million of new shorts coming to the buy. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, anyway. But again, yeah, like I said, if we lose this, that will give normally a bit of a move to the downside. But again, just stick to the process. Wait for the daily to be lost, and once this is lost, you can look for the naked session power control. And as always, be aware of that in between here. We'll have some few volume here to be aware of. Okay, so we have a bit of support here, so that's why we reduce a lot of the trade size, we adapt risk management and everything. Very, very, very important. Yes, I don't know if you have some other questions today. Let me know if you have some other questions. Otherwise, we're good. I'm gonna end this live stream. And I'm gonna go eat something, by the way. Not eat this morning. And yeah, by the way, if you enjoy the content, as always, don't forget to smash that like, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications. This is very, 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 very important to support the channel, to support everything here, so you can really understand how to read a bit the order flow here, to really understand what means everything, and how to create a plan. I mean, hopefully you can you just like crazy to see someone like recognize that there is just no trade, or except if we do this. Okay, if we don't do this, there is just no trade. If we do this, there is a trade. To recognize, to create a plan like this live in the 1 minute, so on the time frame, so you can see really how do I scalp, for example, how do I make my plans, how do I understand the market, how do I take my trade, really, because that was a simple process. If we get acceptance below his naked session, that's a short. If we don't, that's a flip to support, get acceptance high. If we lose a daily here, if we get acceptance below, that's a short. If we don't, there is just no short. No short, no short, get acceptance high, we avoid 2 losses here, possible. Okay, so hopefully that's really helpful for you, so you can really understand how to do it. Yeah, hopefully that help. Really hope this help. Really hope this help to see someone doing this live, because that's something you won't see, I think, anywhere else. Because these are some, this order flow is very, very key in trading for me, and it's a lot for people, and so people want to keep this for them and not share this with everyone, because they want to them masters the chart and not someone else. And because I like to teach people, I like to give my knowledge and everything, but of course you're not for free, I'm not going to give everything, but trying to do my best. You can see here, where do we find a bit of support? Where are the buyers? We can absolutely go through, but where do we find a bit of support here? Where are the buyers? That's pretty crazy. But anyway, so addicted to your streams. That's pretty cool, because I mean, this means that you're learning, you're enjoying the content, so it's pretty nice. Really good to read this. So as always, if you want to make an account PRIMEXBT, you can support the channel so by doing this. By the way, got that right, the move here, I think I did not take to profit because I don't care, these are some very small trades, but where is my entry here? It's field price 0.46, so 146. As you can see here, we get my tech profit 1. It's, for example, if you look at that, I do not recommend to do this, but if you look at, for example, here, you got the horizontal movement. But I mean, that was not a good trade. That was not a good trade. It was not something I ought to take. And as you can see here, I'm on the buyer zone here. I'm exactly on the buyer zone here. Look at this. Just my entries on the buy zone here. I mean, on the bigger buy zone here. Some millions there stacked. It's pretty cool. So I'm on the zone where the buyers are defending their position now. You can absolutely go through. But where is there a stop loss on that one? There is no stop loss. Never do this. Just add a stop loss all the time. This is very, very important. So let's take, for example, 27,961, or I don't know, 1961, for example, and I can lose 1 cent. I mean 10. So now if you click here, you can see your stop loss. You can move this up, move this down. Stop loss entry, for example, you just have to confirm next and everything. But I'm just gonna close that because I don't carry. These are some trades to show you. So if you want to make an account, you just check the link right below in the description. You of course support the channel by doing this. Just go in the main here, go in the promo code section. You also have some rewards, by the way. Here, we're going to check this out. You have some rewards, like most of the plan. You have some copy trade, as I said before, but I explained this. You have to really make sure this trader is a good trader behind, because otherwise you get wrecked. You have some competitions here, some contests. You have the promo code here, and the promo code here can get up to 7,000 deposit bonus, $7,000 here. Just have to enter the promo code here, select the what you want here, add the promo code, activate, and you'll get up to $7,000 if you make a deposit here on your account. So just, of course, before to do this, verify your account. Just go in your email, click the link to verify your account, and you're good. So if you want to get this kind of good exchange, where you can, that was my first exchange, by the way, where I traded. I all started here, and I'm back on this because to not compounding the trade is pretty crazy. To be honest, it's very, very good. But anyway, so if you want to support the channel, you can make an account. If you want to get a good broker, where you can also get some nice trade there, go there, check this out. You have everything in the description. And I wish you all a brilliant day. Hope you all enjoyed and hope you learned. As always, as I said before, don't forget to smash that like, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications. Don't forget also to go on the Discord server if you want to. You can just go here, bam, Discord. Go and check out the Discord server here. And by the way, now VIPs, you know, before you got like a channel where you got some threads, so it was here by the way. All the crypto here you got, so all the crypto TA with some threads in there. Now it's not in the thread anymore because you have to join the thread to get notifications. You have to activate the notifications, or to join the thread to be able to get notifications from the thread. So now it's all in channels here. Only me can write in there. So there are some message here because I marked this and read to update them, but it will be like this for me for now. Okay, so at the moment, so you have ABC, for example, a stock where you have been just crashing down for a short. Cardano, AD, you have all of these TAs here on the Discord server. And of course on the website you also have all of this right here, for example. VIP, long-term TA, you have all this crypto here on the Discord server. This is more for investment. All my investment plan is here. You have all the TAs here, everything here clear you have to know. All the buy zone, or everything clear where you have to buy in. Oh no. This is crazy, already bouncing on every single target of this. That's pretty cool. But anyway, so here, yeah, you have all the TAs on a low time frame, everything, some trade setup, everything. For example, Magic. Where is Magic here? Magic, I mean, it is absolutely crazy. We have been able to write this. This is insane. Like, really, this is insane. We have been able to write to plan it here, wave 1, wave 2 here. Now we drop. That's not a problem. We plan this long trade here on the 618. Okay. And we got a bounce of the 618, and now we are like around the weekly level. That brings us with a very nice long trade, like $100,000 not dollar person up here. Is very crazy. I mean, this is insane. So yeah, we have some trades up like this on a lot of coins planned here. So we have all these coins here, and if you don't want to get this kind of big list here, you have to click here, bam, it remove everything except of course you have to click mark as read, but I'm not going to do it because I have to update all of this here. And tomorrow we are going to do, by the way, with VIPs, we're going to do the night live stream again, out live stream, ship and BIT, yeah, and BNB. So we're going to update everything tomorrow. Yeah, you have all this. You know, of course, have the VIP Elliott Wave Master TAs where Chicken is posting some crazy stuff, to be honest with you. And you're going to also get only channels and not 3 anymore on this. He'll make the challenge tomorrow normally, or maybe today, I don't know. But yes, we're going. There's a few channels with the VIP section here, so you don't get any more this kind of bam. One channel with a lot of 3 in there. Okay, like this, for example, you get like all the channels here, and you can just check out this. You get all the notification. If you don't like, you just have to click here, bam, notification, no, mute channels for 24 hours, just notifications, only mentions, for example, or nothing, or whatever you want. If you don't want to get some coin notifications, just remove everything. But yeah, you can just turn on only the one you're interested in. So it's much better in my opinion. Yeah, that was I voted, of course, with VIPs. But anyway, so yeah, really hope you enjoyed, and yeah, wish you all a brilliant day. That's very important. Take care of you. That's very important too. And yeah, see you all in the next one. Have a nice day. Take care. Cheers.